What's a school rumor you heard as a kid that turned out to be true years later? There was always something off about the way Melissa, our principal's daughter, suddenly became a chemistry prodigy overnight. She'd been failing miserably, just weeks before barely scraping by with D's, visibly checked out during class, constantly texting, and more concerned with her nail polish than the periodic table. Then one day, she aced a pop quiz, then another, and soon, she was turning in perfect test scores, answering bonus questions with confidence like she'd been studying in a lab for years. Everyone noticed, but what really got people talking wasn't the grades, it was how weird Mr. Davidson, her chemistry teacher, started acting around her. He was this young, likable guy, barely out of college himself, with floppy brown hair and a nervous smile that made half the girls in school crush on him hard. He always had a fun energy in class until Melissa's grades changed. Suddenly, he couldn't make eye contact with her. He'd flinch when she asked questions. He got jumpy when she stayed after class. People noticed the tension, and soon, the rumors started flying. Melissa was bragging to her friends that she was getting private tutoring at Mr. Davidson's apartment. She'd casually drop details about what his place looked like, what kind of cereal he liked, and even what movies he had on his shelf. Way too personal for a student-teacher relationship. But the real red flag, she started showing up to school with a new iPhone, expensive perfume, a designer handbag, and brand new shoes no teenager on allowance money could afford. When people asked where it all came from, she'd smirk and say, "Let's just say I'm resourceful." Then March rolled around, and everything exploded. Mr. Davidson suddenly announced he was resigning to pursue other opportunities. In the middle of the semester, no goodbye party, no explanation. His classroom was cleaned out over the weekend, and by Monday, he was just gone. That same week, Melissa vanished. Her father, Principal Harrison, sent out a vague email saying she'd transferred to a prestigious private academy to better prepare for college admissions. Within days, 2 people had disappeared, and nobody believed the timing was coincidental. It was like the school was trying to bury something big, but the more they tried to silence it, the more the rumors grew. Some students thought they'd had a secret relationship. Others whispered that they'd gotten caught, and Principal Harrison had paid everyone off to keep quiet. Harrison even started threatening suspensions to anyone caught spreading gossip about his daughter or Mr. Davidson. But Melissa's ex-best friend Katie had her own theory. She started telling people that Melissa had been bragging about controlling Mr. Davidson, that she could make him do anything. Most people dismissed it. It sounded like a bitter ex-friend spinning a revenge fantasy. So the story faded, became one of those unresolved high school mysteries no one thought we'd ever figure out. Fast forward 7 years. I'm sitting in a local coffee shop back in my hometown when I overhear 2 women at the next table talking. One of them is crying. The other is a lawyer. And then I hear the name Davidson. I freeze. The crying woman says her brother is suing someone for blackmail and extortion, and it all started back when he was a teacher. My heart dropped. It was him. I reached out to Katie that night on Facebook, curious if she'd heard anything new. What she sent me back turned everything I thought I knew into something darker. Melissa had seduced Mr. Davidson during what started as legitimate tutoring sessions. She was 17, barely legal, but secretly recorded everything. Then she turned it into blackmail. She threatened to accuse him of assault and leak the footage unless he gave her money and gifts. He was terrified, confused, and too afraid to go to the school, but the rumors spiraled and eventually reached her father. Instead of coming clean, Melissa flipped the story. She told her dad that Davidson had been inappropriate with her. Furious and protective, Principal Harrison confronted Davidson. Instead of pressing charges or launching an investigation, Harrison paid him $250,000 to resign quietly and never speak of it again. Melissa was sent away to avoid scandal, and for years, the lie held, until Davidson finally decided to fight back. The lawsuit he's filing now, it names both Melissa and Principal Harrison. Turns out Davidson has the recordings, the texts, and bank transfers to prove everything. What started as a teenage rumor turned out to be horrifyingly true. And it's all coming out now. High school might have ended years ago, but some secrets have long memories.